Hi, this is Johnnie with Johnnie Lloyd and Associates. And today we're going to be discussing 7 tips to guarantee next level success. Now, most people would say, Johnnie, how can you give me 7 simple tips that would guarantee my next level success? But I'm telling you, these things work. Okay? They just work. They're principles from Napoleon Hill and they work. The difference that I've talked about before, and I'm going to say it again, the difference between principles and just information is that principles work. Principles are like gravity. They just work. It's not about you believing in them. It just works. It's a cycle and it just works. So there are 7 tips that I would like to provide you today. And it's going to be a little, hopefully fun, but more than anything, it's going to be informational. First of all, we have to watch our thoughts. Now, in Napoleon Hill Principles, it talks about receiving 2 envelopes. And there's going to be another video regarding that. One envelope is about riches. The other one is actually about penalties. But it's connected to our thoughts. The way we think, what we allow in, what we deal with, or what we process, because our brain is like a computer. Greatness in, greatness out, garbage in, garbage out. Whichever one you decide, that's what happens. And then it connects to the rest of the part of our life. So watch your thoughts, they become your words. The key with words is affirmations. Whatever words or things that you say about yourself, and even you speak out loud or other people speak over you, then they end up penetrating the way you think about yourself and how you move forward. When you do positive affirmation, and people call it mindfulness and some other things, but positive affirmations are I am statements in the first person. When you do that, it allows you to step into a new cosmic force, a new radius, a new world that you're building in your mind, and it tells your mind where you want to go next. Because remember, your mind doesn't know truth from a lie. So when you keep on repeating it, say, oh, Johnnie wants to do da da da, or Sam wants to do whatever. Oh, okay, I can make that happen. And so your mind starts working with you to get what you desire. Because remember, your thoughts become your words. Your words become your action. The things that you act upon, how you move forward. Because our subconscious mind never sleeps. So when we end up putting garbage on our mind before we go to sleep, then our mind is still dealing with that. Sometimes that causes restfulness. Restlessness, and then you don't sleep well, or you wake up in the morning and you know you slept but you're tired or whatever. But by the same token, you can use that same mind, that same thought process, and you can give your mind something to think about that would help you, something that you have a problem to solve. And sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night, at least I have, and I write it down real quick and roll over. Not because I roll over, for real. But I write it down, because if I don't jot it down, then I lose it by the time I wake up the next morning. So your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions, and your actions become your habits. I don't know if you read the book called Atomic Habits. Oh my goodness. James Clear is phenomenal. And if you have not read the book, I'm planning on putting the link down below. So take a peek at it and start connecting with him is what I recommend. But he's just on point, because your habits matter. And you can change just one little thing, or change 1% is what they call it. And then at the end of 70 days, you will have become better by double whatever you were dealing with. For an example, I'm going through something right now, and I'm making little small tweaks so that I can move forward as I shift something in my head that I've always thought. but I'm making little tweaks. I'm not saying anything bad about people who jump in and just make everything happen in one time. I'm doing something that's going to be a life change. So habits become your character. Character is something that's built up, but it's based on your thoughts, it's based on your actions, it's based on your words, and it becomes your character, what you're known by. So many people are public success and a private failure. And then there's other people that are public and private failures. And then there's other people that are private failures, perceived failures, but they're public. They're public failures, but they're private successes. So I haven't seen that often. And that's probably why it didn't trigger. Like, how do you do that? If most of the people that I've met, if they're a private success, they're a public success. Now, that doesn't mean that they're a billionaire. That doesn't mean that they don't have any bills. That doesn't mean that. That means that the character, their integrity, their thoughts, their actions, their words are successful. It can't help but roll over in the rest of your life. It's a principle. It works. It will work in your life. So those are the characteristics that you want to look at, because your character then becomes your destiny. So then we have thoughts, words, habits, actions. What you act upon becomes your character. Then you have choice. Because all of this is about choice. Because before us is always right and wrong. Always before us is truth and lies. Always before us is all of those things, but we get a chance to choose. And before us is always opportunities. Sometimes some things look like an opportunity, but if it's going to be, this is my 3 things. If it's not legal, it's not moral, and it's not ethical, not doing it. Because you get one chance. Most people don't trust people once they find out they're a liar. Most people don't trust people when they find out they don't have any character or integrity. Now, you have worked for people like that, and I get it. However, you don't trust them. So remember that as you move forward. And then the other thing is consistency. Be consistent. When you first start changing or shifting a habit, it's not always easy to be consistent. However, when you take small bites, then you build upon that. And again, James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, talks about layering and building upon things that you already know, so it doesn't make it as hard. So remember that there are 7 tips to guarantee success, and they are thoughts, words, actions, habits, character, your character, and your choices, and then consistency. This is Johnnie. Use these consistently and watch as you grow, as you build, as you become more successful, not in one space in your life, but in every space you allow these 7 tips to infuse, to impact. Have a super day.